The cleaner who works at my husband's company. Gabriella Reese, the person sent by the cleaning company to work at our office.
Yes, this is Gabriella Reese. Is this someone from one of the companies our cleaning services partner with?
Oh, you don't know me?
I'm sorry, but our company is partnered with quite a large amount of companies. Would you please tell me the name of the place you work for?
Fine. It's A Corporations. I'm the wife of the CEO of A Corporations, Remy Morrison. I found your ID from the account my husband uses for work.
I see. So you are the CEO's wife. Thank you for hiring our services.
You see, my husband has been in the hospital since the past week.
Yes, I've heard. The secretary told me when I went to your office to clean.
Oh, really?
I heard that he's going to be staying for an extended period. I wish him good health.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm running the company for him while he's in the hospital. I took a look at the account book and I realized that hiring people to clean the office cost quite a bit of money.
The prices for cleaning services are quite standard, but I believe that the work we do is well worth the money.
Well, I don't care about that. The reason I took a look at the account book was to check if my husband wasn't spending any unnecessary money. I heard from one of our older employees, but it seems like you've been working there for the past 15 years.
Yes, that's true. Is there a problem?
We'll no longer be needing your services.
I see. Does this mean that you're going to be hiring someplace cheaper? If you want to negotiate the prices, we can.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that spending money just to have someone clean the office is a waste of money.
If you don't mind, may I ask what you plan on doing instead?
I'm going to make a housewife do all the work for free, so our contract ends this month. Thanks for the 15 years.
What? A housewife?
Well, you see, my son's getting married soon.
I see. Congratulations. Is his wife a cleaner?
No, she's an employee at A Corporations.
An employee?
Yes, she works at the sales department. Oh, but there's no way a woman can actually work at a place like that. She probably just serves tea or something. It'll be much more efficient if I make her clean the office instead. Obviously, I'd choose someone who will work for free to do the work.
What do you mean free?
She's going to be my son's wife, so there's no need to give her a salary.
What? Is that okay?
Of course it is. An employee that's also going to become my son's wife? Someone like that should definitely be made to work for free.
I'm in no position to argue with you on how to run your company, but in my opinion, something like that is going to be looked down on by the other employees.
It's fine, I'll just fire anyone who disagrees. Anyways, we'll no longer be needing your company's services anymore. I'll say it again, but thanks for the 15 years of work.
Good evening, Miss Lester. This is Gabriella, Pamela's sister.
Good evening, Miss Elise. Thank you for cleaning the office always.
No problem, it's my job.
Still, to think that you were Pamela's sister.
You were surprised to find out that the person who always cleaned the office was your friend's sister, right?
Yes.
I knew that you were a friend of my sister's, but I couldn't really have a conversation with you while I was working. Sorry I didn't tell you.
It's nothing.
There's something I need to tell you about. I needed to tell you something while outside of the office, so I asked my sister to give me your phone number.
Yep, Pamela told me. What is it that you need to tell me?
I'll ask you this directly. Are you engaged to the CEO's son?
What?
I heard that the fiancé was an employee at the sales department, and the only woman I could think of around the CEO's son's age was you.
Well, yes. We plan to get married next month.
I see. It's a bit early, but congratulations.
Thank you.
There's one more thing. Did the CEO's wife become an executive at the company or something?
What? No, I heard that she was a housewife, but she does visit the office a lot recently. Apparently, the CEO asked her to check out how the company was going, but the vice president is the one running things while the CEO is in the hospital. She just kind of lurks around the office. It's not like she actually does anything.
It seems that she took a look at the account book, but is she allowed to do that?
She what?
Yup. She looked at the account book and said that the money the company spent on cleaning was a waste, which is why she said that she's going to terminate the contract with the company I work for.
What? But if she does that, no one will clean the company anymore.
That's true. Your company moved to a larger office 15 years ago. They decided to hire the cleaning company I work for, since they wouldn't be able to clean themselves anymore.
Why are you telling me this, Miss Reese?
The CEO's wife said that she's going to make an employee, who will soon also be her daughter-in-law, do all the cleaning, for free.
What?
That's you, right?
What?
I thought that the reason she was going to terminate the contract with her company was because they decided to find a cheaper option. But this is kind of...
I understand. Thank you for the information. I'll talk to my fiancé about this.
Good luck.
What are you doing? Didn't I say you wouldn't be working here anymore? Why were you cleaning today?
Because you haven't legally terminated the contract yet.
What?
Did you think that just sending me a text message was enough to terminate the contract?
Is it not? Well, I'm the CEO's wife, so I basically run the company while he's in the hospital.
No, the vice president runs the company while he's in the hospital.
But I'm the CEO's wife. If you're saying that I haven't legally terminated the contract yet, then do it yourself. Spending money on cleaning is such a waste. I decided to make my son's new wife, Veronica, do the cleaning, so we won't be needing your company anymore.
If it's Veronica you're talking about, I heard that both her and her fiancé quit at the end of last month.
What?
It seems that the two were planning on starting a new company when they got married. They now moved to the capital and are busy with preparations.
But then who's going to be the next CEO?
I heard that the vice president was going to be the new CEO starting from next month.
What?
The vice president came directly to see me after some information got out. You haven't heard?
No? What's going on? Veronica! What's going on? You didn't tell me anything about how you're going to move to the capital with my son and start a new company.
The CEO gave me a direct order to not tell you anything about it.
What an order?
Everyone already knows that you blackmailed someone in accounting and forced him to show you the company's account book. That employee's already quit the company, by his own choice.
Hold on. What is this suddenly?
The CEO felt responsible for you making a mess of things in the company, which is one of the reasons why he chose the vice president to inherit the company instead of his own son.
What do you mean I made a mess of things? I'm the CEO's wife.
You're not in a position to decide how the company runs things.
But I'm the CEO's wife.
That's true, but technically you don't even have work at this company. I'm pretty busy right now, so goodbye.
But you're just my son's wife. Even if you're not an employee anymore, you have to listen to what I say. I'm your mother-in-law.
The CEO, my father-in-law, told me that I don't need to listen to a word you say.
What?
Ask your husband if you have any more questions. Goodbye.
Miss Reese, it seems that you were the wife of the CEO of the cleaning company you work at, and that you're one of its senior executives. I heard that my husband helped you in your company 15 years ago, when your husband first started the cleaning company.
Yes, and?
I want you to hire me at your company as a way of giving back what my husband did for you.
What are you suddenly talking about? I thought I was already giving back by cleaning the office always. Even if you told me that's not enough, it's still your husband I should give back to, not you.
While helping the CEO's wife is the same thing as helping the CEO himself.
No, it's quite different, actually. Anyways, didn't he divorce you?
How did you know that?
Veronica is a friend of my sister's. She told me that it's not just because you made a mess of the company, but also because you were cheating.
What? Oh, that bitch! But I'm her mother-in-law.
No you're not. And you never even were. You're the CEO's second wife, right? Apparently, you were never even legally the family of the CEO's son. And now that he's divorced you, Veronica is a complete stranger to you. To be honest, I would appreciate it if you don't get me involved in your mess.
But when my husband divorced me, he exempted me from having to pay an alimony, but I didn't get a share of his property in return. Which means that I'll be needing a salary from now on.
Then why don't you apply to our company when we're hiring?
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant that I wanted an executive position.
Stop fooling around. There's no way we can give an executive position to someone with no job experience or skills like you.
But
you think running a company's easy? Goodbye.
I need the money and…
I'm going to block you now. Veronica told me that Miss Morrison's never worked a day in her life. She came from a rich family, but her parents are now gone and she's used up all her inheritance already. And since she has no siblings as well, she has no one to rely on. She had zero experience in society, even though she was older than me, so I couldn't help but feel a bit worried for her. She realized that she couldn't get by without the support of someone else, so she decided to try and seduce a rich man she met. But now that she's no longer the CEO's wife, basically she's just an old lady without any money. Obviously, this rich man she found didn't fall for it and just called her disgusting and left. Now she works a low-paying job and lives in a company-owned dormitory. Somehow she's able to get by, but it's clear that she's going to be alone for the rest of her life.
Long time no see, Amy.
Huh? Is this Alexandra?
It's been 10 years, right?
We haven't talked ever since I quit the badminton club in high school, right?
Yep, we didn't see each other much at school.
What do you want?
Why are you so cold? It's been so many years. Why not act a bit more glad to see me?
To be honest, nothing good comes whenever I talk to you.
What?
You seriously haven't realized? If there's something you need to say, then hurry up and say it.
Well, I guess you won't be very happy to hear the news I have.
What?
You see, I kind of stole your boyfriend.
What, my boyfriend?
It's already been 2 months, but judging by the way you're reacting, you hadn't noticed anything yet. Oh, you were so uptight in high school, participating in the student council and being the club leader and all. But it seems you're pretty dull when it comes to relationships.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that your boyfriend is now mine.
But I haven't had a boyfriend in the past 3 years.
What?
I don't even have anyone I'm interested in, so I'm completely single right now.
Oh, it's no use lying.
Is that all you have to say?
Well, yes.
I'm pretty busy right now, so bye.
Wait, what? Amy?
Hi, Tyler. I'll be arriving at East Station soon, but do you know of any restaurants on the way to the wedding venue?
Hey, Amy, didn't you eat breakfast?
Yup. I want to eat something before I get to the wedding, but I don't want to spend too much time.
Oh, I see. If that's the case, there's a McDonald's right next to the station.
A McDonald's? Thanks for the info. I did want to eat something more proper before I got here, but…
The flight you were supposed to arrive on yesterday was canceled due to bad weather, right?
Yup. I was able to get here this morning on another flight, though, and started heading straight to the wedding from the airport. Sorry I wasn't able to prepare better. I couldn't even greet your new wife.
Don't worry about it. It's your first time visiting this place, right?
Yup. I always passed East Station by train, but this is the first time I actually got off.
Get here safely, aye?
Got it. See you later, then. Huh? Why are you here? I wanted to get some fresh air before I wore the dress, which is when I saw… Oh my god, to think you would have come to ruin the wedding. Hold on. Someone must have leaked information about the wedding. I didn't make it public on purpose because I didn't want anyone to bother us. I was planning on shoving it in your face after we got married and moved in together. I need to get rid of you as soon as possible.
This is the worst. Why is the old hag my husband got rid of at my wedding?
Alexandra, I was heading over to the room my family was at when you suddenly slapped me. Were the people with you your family? I was suddenly surrounded by multiple people and kicked out of the wedding. What is it you want to do?
Of course you were kicked out. Just because I stole your boyfriend doesn't mean you can cause a mess. And why were you heading to Tyler's family's room in the first place? Were you planning on convincing them to stop the marriage? There is no way that would work. I don't want you ruining such a happy day for us, so leave.
But I'm Tyler's sister.
What? His sister? Oh, are you trying to say that you're like a sister to him? You are so delusional. I actually kind of feel bad for you. I'm Tyler's wife now.
I had no idea you were Tyler's new wife. You have no idea how shocked I was when I found out.
What?
I saw that the wife had the same first name as you, but your last names were different, so... But your parents got divorced when you were in your last year of high school, right?
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Which means that you must be using your mother's last name now. I guess I wasn't able to figure it out.
Who cares? Oh, just leave already.
It seems that arguing with you right now is pointless.
Get out of my sight!
Okay, tell Tyler I went home.
What? You're still saying you're his sister or something?
Where are you, Amy? The venue's only a 10-minute walk from the station. Even if you did have something to eat at McDonald's, shouldn't you be here by now?
Tyler.
Did you get lost?
You see, I was slapped by your wife and kicked out of the wedding ceremony.
What are you talking about?
Your wife was my junior at high school.
What?
She seems to view me as her enemy, so we don't really get along. Her last name changed when her parents got divorced, so I didn't notice she was your wife until I saw her.
Yes, but isn't kicking out the sister of the groom a bit too much?
Your idiot of a wife thinks for some reason that I'm your ex-girlfriend.
Huh? Why though?
You know how I sometimes came home from abroad due to work? We used to go out together sometimes while I was staying at the hotel near home, right? She must have seen that and mistook me for your girlfriend. 2 months after I returned, I got a text from Alexandra saying that she stole my boyfriend from me. I had no idea what she was talking about then, but I figured it all out once I saw how she was acting today.
Now that you mention it, Alexandra and I only started dating around the time you left. Which means that the only reason she started going out with me was because she thought she was stealing your boyfriend?
I honestly don't know what she was thinking. I'll leave it to you to decide what to do with her.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll be at the nearby Starbucks, so call me if you need anything.
Got it.
Amy? Can you explain what exactly is going on? Tyler's saying you're his sister?
You talk with Tyler?
Well, we talked, but when I checked the seating chart, your last names were different. I thought it was just some married woman with the same name as you.
I'm pretty sure Tyler already told you about this. Didn't he tell you anything about him having a sister who was adopted by one of his relatives on his mother's side?
Huh?
That relative ran a company in the United States. I found what they did to be interesting, which is why I decided to move to the US and work at that company. They acknowledged my skills, which is why said relative decided to adopt me so that I could inherit the company. Which means that I know I have my mother's last name, and I no longer use the last name I used in high school.
Well, I guess I did hear something like that.
You always were like that, pretending to listen to what others say but not actually listening.
That's completely unrelated. I realize it was a misunderstanding now, so hurry up and return to the wedding.
Huh?
Well, you're the groom's sister, right? You have to come. It'll look like I kicked you out if you don't return.
But didn't you actually kick me out?
Well, the ceremony's already being delayed, so hurry up.
Tyler? Should I return to the wedding?
Oh, hi, Amy.
I got a text from Alexandra telling me to return.
Yeah, actually, the wedding's gonna be canceled due to another reason anyway, so no need.
What?
I'm currently in the process of having Alexandra explain everything to me. So it's probably best if you don't return, since it'll only cause more trouble.
What happened? You sound like something more serious than just me being kicked out happened.
A guy who claims to be Alexandra's boyfriend came to the wedding and confronted me.
What?
Amy, give me back my money. Tyler forced me to pay an alimony. He even made me pay for the wedding, which was canceled. You're going to inherit your relative's company in the US, right? So you must have a lot of money, right? You'll help your adorable junior from high school, right?
Never in my life have I ever thought you were adorable.
What?
It seems that you're interpreting this differently. I remember clearly how you used to always harass me back in high school.
Oh, but that was because you stole my crush from me.
Huh?
That's why I stole Tyler from you, because I thought he was your boyfriend.
I wasn't even interested in anyone back in high school, let alone have a boyfriend.
Huh? But weren't you going out with the president of the student council?
If you were talking about him, he had a girlfriend from another school.
What? I got that wrong too?
Alexandra, it's just misunderstanding after misunderstanding with you. So that's why you used to harass me back in high school? And why you decided to seduce Tyler even though you already had a boyfriend? Well, I guess you're now getting what you deserve after doing whatever you wanted for so long. You should probably reflect on your actions.
What? Just because things are going well for you doesn't mean that you can… Ugh! This is why I never liked you.
It's fine if you don't like me. Oh, I'll be suing you as well.
Why?
For slapping me at the wedding ceremony. And for insulting me and shoving me out. I'm already back in the States, so I hired a lawyer to take care of everything for me.
Oh, stop it! If I'm forced to pay any more money, I'll…
That's how serious everything you did up until now was. Goodbye then.
Ugh! You should all just go to hell!
In the end, Alexandra was forced to pay over $100,000 in debt. Her parents decided they wouldn't help her, and even cut ties with her in the end. Now, Alexandra has no one she can rely on, which is probably why she sent me a text telling me to lend her money. Of course, I didn't lend her any, and finally just blocked her. I heard from Tyler what happened after that, but it seems that a guy she used to go out with decided to lend her money. But it seems that the conditions were quite extreme. One day, Alexandra sent Tyler some sort of love poem. Quite an intense one, apparently. Tyler said that she's probably trying to reunite with him by making him pity her. But he said that it had the reverse effect. Apparently, he gave out a long sigh and finally decided to block her. Hi, Frederick. I'll be going on a trip from today.
What? A trip? That's pretty sudden. Who are you going with?
Friends! You don't know them, so there's no point giving you their names. One of the people who's supposed to go suddenly felt ill, so I was suddenly called to come instead of her. I was pretty surprised. I'll be back next week Sunday. We're going to Florida.
Oh, okay.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Nothing. I just thought your reaction was a bit dark.
Huh? You already told me what I was going to ask, so there was nothing really for me to say.
Oh? That's why?
Sorry. I've got some work left to do, so can we end the conversation?
Oh, overtime? But the company isn't that busy right now, right? That's unusual.
We had to delay our meeting since some customers came. I'm sorry I won't be able to see you off, but take care.
Okay, bye.
Charlie, I just got a text from my wife saying she's going to go on a trip from today.
Oh, hey, Frederick, this is perfect timing. I just got a report from the detective. It seems Janice got into Wilford's car carrying a suitcase. Should we, continue the investigation?
Of course. She's probably going to disappear for a while, so we can't lose her here. I don't care if I have to pay extra. Continue the investigation.
Got it.
I'll send you a screenshot of the conversation we had earlier. It's likely she's not actually going to Florida, but just in case.
Alright, thanks.
I'll leave it to you then.
Alright, I'm pretty far away from home already, so it's time I tell you what's going on. You see, there's another guy, Frederick. We kind of fell in love. I'm gonna marry him, okay? I was only buying time when I said that I would be going on a trip and got into that car. I'll let you get off with $200,000 of alimony, so don't bother her happiness, okay?
Hi, Charlie. Sorry for texting you at this hour. I just got more messages from Janice, so I'll send you a screenshot.
Oh, she sent you this just 10 minutes ago?
She probably thought I was already sleeping. No way she expected me to get this information to a detective right after.
True.
Alright, I'll leave it to you. Sorry for bothering you at such an hour.
No problem. See you later.
Frederick, you haven't been replying to my text. Are you even reading these? It says the messages are unread. I need you to reply concerning me and Wilford's marriage. Of course, we're gonna get divorced no matter what you say, though. If you understand, hurry up and reply.
Charlie, you met with the spy and are investigating Janice, right? What is she doing?
Yep, seems they've rented a weekly apartment at the city. They went shopping during the day of commodities. The two of them are now in the apartment together.
Got it. Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Frederick, I want to hurry up and get divorced. I can't do that if you don't reply to my text. You have to pay me an alimony, so I can't just submit the divorce papers on my own. Frederick, it says these messages are read, so I'm going to assume you understand.
I'll send you today's text, Charlie.
Thanks. There's no big difference here. But it looks like they've greeted their neighbors saying that they're a newly married couple.
A newly married couple. I see. That reminds me. Have you been able to come in contact with Wilford?
I'm trying to find the right timing. It seems he found a job here, so I'll try and grab him while he's on his way home from work.
Got it. I'm counting on you.
Frederick, you idiot! I want you to pay me $200,000 in alimony, so reply. You're not ignoring me because you don't want to pay, are you? Just be a man and pay me. Were you that cowardly?
Hi, Frederick, about Janice's text earlier, but
What's up?
does Janice think that she's the one that's going to be paid in alimony?
Yep. Looks like it. I was just thinking that now.
What's this about $200,000?
She's probably got mixed up with property division.
So she's talking about the inheritance you got from your father, who died last year.
Probably, but it's not subject to property division in case of divorce.
Exactly. Looks like Wilford got out of the building. I'm gonna talk to him. See you later.
You must be coming home from work like you said. I'm counting on you.
Frederick, the reason why you're not replying is because you don't want to get divorced, right? If so, I'll give you a chance. Play a game with me. The game is find where I am or pay me $200,000 in alimony. If you can find me, then you don't have to pay me and we can stay married. The game starts now. You there, Frederick? When are you going to reply to my text? Fine, I'll give you a hint. I told you I'd be going to Florida when I left, right? That was a lie. I went in the opposite direction. Okay, this is my hint. So hurry up and find me. Hi, Frederick. Where are you looking for me? I'll give you another hint. I'm in the largest city in B State. I'm staying at a weekly apartment there. This was a huge hint, right? If you still can't find me, it means you don't love me enough. If you don't want to get divorced and pay $200,000, then you better hurry up and find me. Frederick, stop messing around. I already gave you so many hints. Why haven't you found me yet? If you were actually looking, you would have found me by now.
Hi. It's been 1 week, right?
Frederick, what's with the tone? And why you've been ignoring me?
I only replied because there's something I need to tell you.
Where are you?
At home. Why?
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. You're not looking for me?
I'm not. And?
What? Then pay me $200,000. After that, we're getting divorced. Jesus, you could have found me so easily if you tried. But now you have to pay $200,000 on top of losing your wife. You're so pathetic that I can't even pity you. It's just funny, honestly.
We will get divorced.
Huh?
I was planning on it from the start.
Oh, really? Then I'll tell you the bank account to deposit the $200,000 in.
What are you talking about? You're the one who's going to be paying me.
What?
I'll explain it to you, since I kinda understand what kind of misunderstanding you're having from your text until now.
What is it?
Firstly, the person who cheated on their partner is the one who pays. It doesn't matter whether you're a woman or not.
What?
Secondly, this $200,000 you're talking about is probably the money I got from my father who died, but...
Yes? And? I heard that I would get half of it when we get divorced.
In the first place, you probably have alimonies and property divisions mixed up, but inheritances aren't a subject of property division.
Huh?
It means that you're not going to get a single cent from it by law.
What? But that means that I won't get any money from you, and I actually have to pay you?
Yep.
Wait, hold on. I'll talk to my new boyfriend first.
You mean Wilford?
What? You knew?
Sorry, but I noticed something was up quite a while ago and asked a detective acquaintance of mine to do some investigation.
A detective? So that means you know.
The detective followed you and Wilford, so I knew where you two were from the start.
What?
The detective approached Wilford a few days ago and told him you were actually married.
He told him?
You said something like, "My parents are abusing me, help me escape," and made him quit his job, right?
But I wanted to marry him.
The detective also told him your parents are dead.
That too? Wait. Is that why he just suddenly disappeared without saying a word?
He left as soon as he found out the truth about you. Wilford's a man of integrity. I told him he didn't need to pay me any money since he was just getting fooled by you. But he still came to my place yesterday and gave me what he said was all of his money as an apology, saying that was his punishment. I accepted half of it to make him feel better.
No way. He did that?
Oh? Looks like he's here.
Who?
The lawyer I hired. Your uncle.
What? Why my uncle?
I heard that he and his wife were the ones who raised you after you lost your parents, so I thought I would ask them for help.
I don't like him. He's too strict.
I'm glad he's strict.
What?
Now it's time for you to get scolded by your uncle and listen to a lawyer's explanation at the same time. Don't forget to pay my alimony. okay?
No! Why? This wasn't supposed to happen.
Right after our conversation, Janice's uncle and his wife arrived at her weekly apartment she was staying at. The front door wasn't locked, so they were able to get in quite easily. Since the neighbors were nearby, Janice's uncle couldn't shout too loudly, but apparently Janice went white when he told her the amount she would have to pay me. She paid the alimony and we got divorced after that. But apparently, she next had to pay Wilford in alimony. Apparently, it was for lying to him about not being married, and for him losing his job because of her. Janice didn't have the money anymore, and was forced to take on a debt. She now works day and night under the supervision of her uncle.
Hello? Is this the right line account for Clara Hartford?
Yes, can I help you?
Nice to meet you. My name's Judy. I've heard so much about you from Sam. You're Sam's wife, right?
Yes, Sam is my husband. But who are you? Are you one of Sam's employees?
Employee? LMAO, no. I'm his girlfriend.
His girlfriend? You know you're dealing with a married man, don't you? What you are is typically called a mistress, not a girlfriend.
Lol, you've got it all wrong. I'm not Sam's mistress. I'm his true love.
I see. So, what can I do for you, Miss Sam's true love?
Lol, isn't it obvious? I want you to break up with him. Give him a divorce, okay? You're just getting in our way.
Excuse me? How am I getting in your way?
Duh. I can't marry Sam until you divorce him, you dried up old hag. You're getting in the way of our love. Get it now? LOL.
Yes, it's all very clear now.
Oh, and by the way, I'm pregnant, and Sam's the father.
Is that so?
I'm in my 6th month. You wouldn't want this baby to grow up in a fatherless home, would you? Wouldn't that be sad? So hurry up and give him a divorce, LOL. A rich and powerful CEO like Sam deserves a young and beautiful wife like me, not an old hag like you.
All right, I've heard your piece. If you're really pregnant, I suppose there's only one thing to do. I'll go and have a talk with Sam. Could you wait for just a moment?
Sure, whatever. But be quick, okay?
Sam, I just got a message from a girl named Judy. She says she's pregnant with your baby.
Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, boy.
I saw her profile picture. She seems quite young. How old is she, Sam?
23, I think.
She's more than 20 years younger than you? You're old enough to be her father. Aren't you a lucky man? I believe I remember you telling me you'd never do this again.
Well, you see, it's like this.
I told you, didn't I? If you ever cheated on me again, we'd be through.
Hey, wait, Clara. I'm really sorry. I mean it this time. Please don't do this.
Oh, yes, you're in quite a predicament, aren't you? If the CEO of a company were having an affair with a girl 20 years his junior, that might harm the company's image, wouldn't it? I think the board of directors might like to hear more about this.
No, wait, please. Clara, listen. I totally get it, you're right. But please don't divorce me.
What are you planning to do about that girl, Sam? She's already 6 months pregnant. The baby will be born soon.
Yeah, about that. I was thinking I could pay her child support and make her sign an NDA. That'd solve all her problems, wouldn't it?
That wouldn't solve anything. Ugh, I'm getting tired. She's pregnant, Sam. You need to take responsibility. Divorce me and marry her.
No, Clara, please!
However, I can make this a clean and easy divorce with just one condition.
You can?
The main issue is your affair being uncovered, isn't it? I'll come up with a good reason to have an amicable divorce. All you need to do is marry Judy before the child is born. I won't ask for any punitive damages or alimony. Just give me my share of our assets.
Are you sure? Is it really all you want? What's in it for you?
What's in it for me? Getting rid of my lying, cheating husband, for starters. I don't feel like dealing with any more messages from your mistress. Our kids are all already adults, so there's really nothing keeping us together at all now. We'll each take what's ours and part ways.
Really? You're okay with that? Oh, wait, what's the one condition? What do you want me to do?
The one condition is this. Don't have any contact with your mistress until the divorce is finalized.
That's really all you want from me?
If you want to hide your affair, it's best to leave as little evidence as possible, right? You can do what you wish with her after the divorce. So, what do you say? Do you agree to my terms?
Yes, of course! Anything to keep my affair from getting out. Clara, I'm really sorry about everything. I hurt you a lot, I know, but hey, you're free now, so go and be happy without me.
Yes, indeed, free as a bird. I'll contact my lawyer and have him draw up the divorce papers. I'll send them to you after I sign them.
Got it!
Hello, Judy.
Finally. What took you so long? So when are you getting divorced?
Let me ask you something first. Do you understand that what you were participating in was adultery? You were in a romantic relationship with a married man.
Of course I know that, but can you really blame me? I just happened to fall in love with someone married to someone else.
That's not the issue. Your adultery has led to me divorcing my husband. You're going to take responsibility for your part.
What do you mean? Do you want money or something?
You're a clever little thing, aren't you? You're aware that legally I'm entitled to receive damages from you. I want you to pay for what you've done.
Oh, okay. Well, how about 60,000?
60,000? My, that is a big number.
I have no idea how much people typically pay. But considering your situation, with you being a dried-up old hag about to get thrown away by her husband, I figured it's the least I could do for you, LMAO. Sure, I'll pay you 60,000. So divorce him already, okay?
My, oh my, aren't you a generous little girl? I want to get this over with as soon as possible too, but are you sure you can pay $60,000?
Yeah, no problem. Sam's the CEO, isn't he? What's 60,000 to a guy like him? He loves me enough to pay 60,000 for me.
How lovely. Well, if that's what you're willing to pay, I'll accept your offer. You'll pay it in a lump sum, won't you? I'd rather not have the payments drag out over several years.
Yeah, that would suck. After we get married, I never want you to contact us again.
All right, then it's settled. A lump sum payment of $60,000. I'll have my lawyer draw up an agreement. Send it back as soon as you sign it. Once I get that, I'll divorce him right away.
Fine, I'll sign it as soon as I can. So hurry up and divorce him.
My pleasure. The agreement came in the mail yesterday, so I just went to the courthouse to finalize the divorce. As of today, we are officially no longer married.
Yes! It's about time. Now I can live with my rich husband in his huge mansion.
Congratulations. I wish you both the best.
Thanks a bunch. But like, what are you gonna do now? Now you're just an old woman who got thrown away by her husband. You better make that 60,000 last.
Oh, speaking of which, I had a question for you. Do you mind?
Another question? Sure, fine. You must be so lonely, getting divorced at your age, LMAO. So ask away, lonely old lady.
How nice of you to spare some time for me. I'd like to ask you, how are you planning to pay the $60,000? You said you were planning on getting Sam to pay it for you, but he's penniless.
What?
Sam doesn't have any savings or even any possessions of much value, and you don't seem rich. So I was wondering how you were going to pay.
What? Lol, what are you talking about? He's got that huge house and that awesome sports car. If he's in trouble, he can just sell one.
Both the house and the car are mine, though. They're not Sam's. So I wouldn't appreciate him trying to sell them.
Huh?
He's cheated on me 4 times before now, and every time he's transferred more property into my name.
What? He's had 4 affairs?
Oh, didn't he tell you? Well, I don't suppose he would he? You know how you messaged me gloating about your affair with my husband? That's actually the 5th time this has happened.
No way, you're lying. He said I was the only one.
I've threatened the other girls with lawsuits to make them break up. Or just told them about how he has no money, so they lose interest. And sometimes they just come to their senses when they think about how old he is. I mean, seriously? A girl in her 20s getting hit with a 5-figure lawsuit? And all she gets out of it is a 50-ish guy with no money? It's really not worth it when you think about it.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean he has no money?
I told you, you're his 5th mistress. Every time he cheated, he transferred some of his assets to me. The first time, he gave me his savings from when he was single. The second was all his gold and other valuables. The third time, it was his car and our savings since we've been married. And the 4th time, he put the house in my name. But he's still on the hook for all the loans. So, since we're divorced, what's he got left? His salary, minus the car and home loan payments. He's terrible with money too, so he doesn't even have much in personal savings.
No, that can't be true.
It is. The savings he gave me for his 3rd mistress was all money I took out of his pay. He hasn't saved a dime on his own since that. The only reason we weren't out on the streets was because I handled his money for him.
Wait, then how am I gonna pay $60,000? I was gonna have Sam pay for it!
Yes, that's what I was trying to ask you earlier. Oh, and I won't let you split it up into monthly payments, so don't bother asking. You might just have to take out a loan. I honestly don't see how it's worth it to you. $60,000 for a guy who'll be a senior citizen when you're just turning 40? Your kid will be graduating high school and he'll be in a nursing home.
Okay, you know what? I've changed my mind. You can have him.
Sorry, I have a strict no returns policy. I expect the $60,000 to be wired by no later than this weekend. Good luck.
Hey, Clara! Why did you say to Judy? She's been messaging me for about an hour about the money.
Oh, she must mean the settlement for your affair. She said she'd pay me $60,000. I guess she was planning on you paying it for her. So I told you that you didn't have any assets. That's all.
You what? Wait, what do you mean I don't have any assets?
Oh, not you two. Come on. You gave them all to me as payment for your previous affairs, remember? Sure, I've let you keep using the car and living in this house, but they're mine, not yours.
Oh.
Oh, good grief. How did I put up with you for so long? Do you know the reason why I agreed to divorce you with just a division of assets? It's because you have nothing left for me to take from you.
Hey, listen, Clara, I've been thinking. Can we talk this over one more time?
I have nothing to discuss with you anymore. Our divorce is finalized. You're nothing to me anymore. Shouldn't you be going to get married to Judy right now?
Clara, come on! $60,000? That's ridiculous!
She said she'd pay it. Signed an agreement and everything.
Why is this happening to me?
I think you know why. Anyway, I'll leave you to figure out how to come up with the $60,000. I need to get ready for the big move. Our daughter and her husband said that I could come and live with them in France. So I decided to sell the house and car and move with them.
Huh? France? Wait, her husband? When did she get married?
Oh, yes, you didn't know, did you? She was studying in France around the time of your second affair. When the time came for the wedding, she explicitly refused to invite you. I believe her words were, "That man isn't my father." Oh, and your son is about to have a baby. But you didn't know that either, did you?
Nope.
You only have yourself to blame. Well, hopefully you do better with your child with Judy. Good luck and goodbye. Sam sent me messages periodically after that saying he wants to talk, but I ignored them all and eventually blocked his number. I sold the house and the car right away and stayed at a hotel for a while so I wouldn't have to see him. Sam and Judy had a huge fight over the $60,000 payment to me. Sam said he didn't want to pay it and tried to call off the wedding. So Judy stormed into his company office and exposed their affair. He lost the trust of his employees and even a few large clients. He would have been better off just paying the $60,000. The baby's about to be born. I wonder how they're going to get through this. Not that it's my concern anymore. Once I got my affairs in order, I headed over to France and started my new life with my daughter's family. It's difficult starting over in a foreign country, but I'm enjoying every day. I'm not hurting for money, so I think I'll treat myself to a nice dinner 5 or 6 days a week.
Hey, Mark, are you there? Please, Mark, break up with me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I met someone I really like. When I start thinking about this guy, I can't think straight. Actually, we've had a relationship a number of times now. He's driving me crazy. I can't stop this crazy emotion overwhelming me.
So, you've been cheating on me. How nice. Who is this guy you're so infatuated with? So much so you can't even think straight.
What are you going to do? Beat him up or something?
Just curious is all. I have a right to know, don't you think?
You don't know him. Won't mean much even if I told you.
Well, if it doesn't mean much, you can tell me, can't you? Makes no difference, right?
Yeah, well, suppose you're right. He's my boss at work. His name is Darren. Darren Boyd.
Oh yeah? Okay, I got it. Why not? Let's break up then. No use pursuing it anyways.
Seriously? You don't mind?
Yeah, you like this Darren guy more than me, right? So what can I do? Just seems like it would be a total waste of time to continue going out with someone who has no interest in me, right?
Just seems like you're giving up so easily. Suppose you're right, though. Better just to end it than fight it. If you're okay with it, great, then we're good to go. Hey, Mark, thanks for going out with me. I had a good time. Okay then, see ya.
Hey sis, what's up? Got Linda to admit it.
Huh? Admit what?
The admission that she was cheating on me, that she is seeing her boss.
Seriously? She admitted that to you?
Yeah, I told her I would break up with her, and in exchange, I asked her to tell me the guy's name. Said I was just curious. She said it straight out, Darren Boyd.
Oh, yeah? So you broke it off with her?
Yeah, figured it was time. What can I say? She sent me a line and said she met some guy and that she wanted to reel it off with me. And during the conversation, I sort of tricked her into giving up his name. I sent you a screenshot of the whole conversation.
Hey, Mark. Sorry about all this. I didn't want to involve you, but...
Don't worry about it, sis. When I found out she was cheating on me, it was just a matter of time before we broke up. As a matter of fact, I was going to meet and discuss breaking it off with her, but she beat me to it. Oh yeah, and I didn't mention your name, so don't worry. Might be the most important point going forward.
I'm really sorry about this, Mark. Didn't want you to get all caught up in this.
Like I said, sis, forget it. I should be thanking you, actually. I'm glad I found out what kind of person she was before there was any talk of marriage. She cheated on me once, and I'm sure if we got married, she'd end up doing it again somewhere down the line. Truth be told, I wouldn't be able to trust her. What I'm more worried about is you, sis. What do you plan to do?
I'm just gonna let it simmer for a while, see how things play out. I talked to my lawyer about it, and he keeps mentioning that gathering enough evidence is the most important thing. Gotta be prepared, or I'll end up with nothing.
I'll do anything I can to help, so don't go taking on everything yourself. You got that?
Thanks, Mark. If the time comes, I may just need your help. I'm counting on you, little brother.
Hey Mark, it's been a while. How are ya? It's been 2 months since we, broke up. What have you been up to?
Linda, why are you contacting me? We're not together anymore. I'm your ex.
Come on, so what? We're friends, right? No need to be so serious about it. Actually, I'm contacting you because I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Thank me for what?
I talked to Darren about us breaking up and, well, he in turn thanked me, saying he was overjoyed that I had picked him over you. After that, one thing led to another and we started discussing getting married.
Oh yeah? That's just great.
Like I told you before, Darren's my boss at work and he's the top sale rep in our department. But what makes him so wonderful is that, well, we usually meet up when he's scheduled to meet clients and then we head to a downtown hotel. And there we spend like 2 or 3 hours doing you know what. But despite all that, he still maintains his top sales record. The guy is unbelievable.
Having a good time at a hotel while pretending to see a client. Sounds like a real stand-up guy.
Yeah, you think? He's really full of surprises. Can you believe that I'm in love with such a wonderful guy? What we can't get during the day, we make up for after work. This is all thanks to you. You didn't put up a fuss about us breaking up, and it allowed me to spend time with him. I really appreciate it, Mark. It's like this every day. Love all day and all night. I'm in paradise. I'm so overjoyed and grateful that I was able to break up with you. I'm the happiest girl in the world. Just wanted to convey that to you.
I'm so glad that you're happy, Linda. Actually, I'm glad we broke up before it got messy.
Messy? What do you mean?
You'll find out sooner or later. See you around. Have fun while you can.
Huh?
Hey sis, guess what? I just got some very interesting information. You'll love this. Can I send it to you?
Seriously, what kind of information?
That investigator you hired probably already got it, I bet, but just in case, I'm sending it to you right now. Apparently, these guys are playing around during working hours, popping into a hotel for a few hours for a little heavy petting. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Can you believe it? Linda sent me a text bragging about the whole thing. But this would really be concrete evidence about their little affair, don't you think? Lots of details in the text. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, it could be useful, but this Linda, you used to date her. Is she some kind of airhead or something?
Not sure about that, but you're right. Not much up there, that's for sure.
Yeah, I really don't see any other explanation.
I'm about to send you the text data, just so you know. I'm setting them in order of how it's all unfolding. You know what I mean? Better have all the text data to get an understanding of the entire episode. That sound okay to you?
Yeah, right. Yes, send it all to me.
Alright, it's on its way.
Hey Mark, you there? Please pick up, I need your help.
Linda, you again. What the hell is it this time? Hope it's not more of your gloating. You got your new guy, who was it? This Darren guy, right? What do you want from your second-rate ex? You're part of my college-era friends, so I was a bit reluctant to block you, but this is getting a bit much. I just don't want to get all caught up in your mess, so please.
Don't give that BS, Mark. I heard you're the younger brother of Darren's wife. Is that true?
So you already know about that. If that's the case, no need to feign ignorance, I guess.
So it's true, you and Darren's wife are siblings?
Before you start accusing of anything, when we first started dating, I knew nothing about any of this. It was all just a coincidence.
Seriously? You weren't trying to deceive me, were you?
After my sister had an investigator check up on him, this whole complicated relationship came to light, that's all. When I heard that my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, was cheating with you, I was totally shocked. As you can probably imagine. I mean, my brother-in-law cheating on his wife who turns out to be my girlfriend. You can't make this shit up! Well, right now I'm over it. All I'm doing now is watching over my sister, who will probably make you guys pay the consequences.
Are you serious? You sold out your girlfriend to your sister?
Sold you out.
Yeah! Your sister was so jealous of me that she hired a lawyer and now wants Darren to pay compensation for cheating on her. Your girlfriend was in trouble. I mean, you're supposed to protect me. You probably knew all this being the younger brother and all. You could have leaked some of that info to me, for God's sake. That's what a responsible boyfriend would do. You're so cruel. How could you?
Wait a sec. Cruel? I'm not the cruel one here. It's what you and Darren did to my sister that's cruel.
Excuse me?
For starters, going out with a married man is wrong. Also, the fact is that my girlfriend was having an affair and sleeping with a guy out of wedlock. You can imagine my sister's surprise when she found her husband was shacking up with her younger brother's girlfriend. In other words, both me and my sister were betrayed by our respective partners.
Yeah, but…
To put it more bluntly, this is a war. Mark and Carol versus Darren and Linda. Wonder what the outcome will be. What do you think? That's the situation at the moment. With all that said, why the hell would I even protect you? Leak your info. Give me a break.
But…
Do you think I have the slightest bit of concern for you? The answer's obvious, right?
But you and I were… You know, I was only trying to…
No response, huh? Yeah, I thought not. Just make sure you and Darren pay my sister for what you guys put her through.
Hey Mark, this is not happening. We had no other choice but to just pay the darn compensation your sister's lawyer asked for or else. But then they had to go and fire the both of us. Now we have no way of paying off the debt. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah? I wonder why. Oh, wait a sec. I wonder if it was because you were screwing around, pardon the pun, and going to a hotel during work hours. Maybe that has something to do with it, you think?
Huh? What? Why the hell do you know that?
You're not thinking straight, Linda. You sent me a line and told me the whole thing, don't you remember? I got the whole conversation right here.
Huh?
By what you were saying, seems like you guys were doing it quite often. My sister also had an investigator check on you guys, so I bet they know the time and day and probably the name of the hotel you guys went to. Bet they even have a couple of snapshots. I can imagine how a company would react to something like that. I mean, do you really think a company pays you guys to make love?
Why didn't you tell me she was having us followed? Then we would have been more careful.
I'm going to say this one last time. I'm not your friend. I'm with my sister all the way on this one. So why would I even mention it to you? It was too late at that point anyhow.
Mark, what do you say? Can't we get back together? I mean, we did make a great couple, didn't we?
Excuse me?
I mean, perfect timing, right? I'm not working anymore. We could get married and I'll stay home and be a housewife. Sounds good, huh? What do you say? You've known me for a while now, right, Mark? You know I'm the type that would make a really great housewife. I'm sure I would make a great partner.
I'm going to have to stop you right there, Linda. What the hell are you talking about? Now, why would I do that?
Huh?
You did pay my sister the entire amount she was demanding, right?
Yeah, well…
Okay, then. I guess it's about time I blocked you online.
What do you mean?
I just wanted to see if it all went well for my sister. If you paid her off, well, we have nothing more to talk about.
So that's it, huh? Just wanted to check up on me, and when you got the result, you want goodbye? That's it?
Yep, that's it. All I did was help my sister nab the people who betrayed her, that's all. Way better than some girl I know who would text me constantly bragging about her affair with some guy she dropped me for. Did you really think I enjoyed that?
How could you?
I can't believe that you really want to get back with me after all that's happened. How about Darren? I thought you loved him.
I do, but I love you more, Mark.
I can't bear to hear anymore. Goodbye. Well, my sister's divorce finally went through. I suppose one consolation is that they didn't have kids. Linda and Darren were thinking of continuing their relationship after the divorce, but when they both got fired, they used up both their savings to pay off my sister, so they were left with nothing. I heard they moved to an old beat-up apartment downtown. Evidently, they had severe money problems, which probably led to them arguing almost every night. One night it got so bad that a neighbor called the police. With so many complaints from neighbors, it's only a matter of time before they are evicted.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.